Hello everybody, welcome to construction project management software. And this software is project management software basically for the construction's industry use. Okay, if you look at that, when you start this up, it's a Microsoft MS Access-based database software. And when you open up the software, you will see the first front elements page on here. Basically, we have a project management features here, and customers and vendor management featured here, and company administrations management here. So when you start it, of course, you need to input your company's information. So we were print out. We are based on this information. Comes out your address, your invoice, everything's. And another very important thing is your employee informations. How many employees you have and what kind of project they're done. And here is your employees information form. You need to fill out the employees information forms, including the billing rate or everything's on there, and the project own and task. So you're basically on those information to modify the occupation of your employees and help you management your manpowers better. Okay, now we get into the real business, the project management. Okay, you'll click the buttons over there and you will see the project list. So for example, we're going to click on that. That's a school construction project. So we're going to see the detail about this project, and it's called school construction project. Project detail, who's the owner and what's your customers. You can edit your customers by click the edit forms, and you can just edit customers information right there. And here, or you can pick the old customer that you have before. And here is the project category, and here is the priority of the project, and here's the total project budget, and the status, and when did it start it, and when will be the end. Okay, and it's very important things, the project task. So when you start a project, you have to define the project task. Like this project is a school construction project, so you have 5 or 7 tasks listed here, 5 tasks listed here: clean classroom and bookshelf and whatever. And you can put your task informations right there, and you can also output to the Microsoft Excel. And here is the task progress. So from these charts, you can see basically if you input a task progress, and you can see how many percent of done and how many percent ongoing. And here is the timesheet. Who's involved with this project? Which employees doing which parts? There shows up right here. And here is the project expenses and project payments. And if you need some like a bill of material for this project, and here is the form. And also based on these form where it comes out material requirements reports, and they're going to show that that project needs material 2312 and material 221, and what is the unit cost, or what is how many things you need, and what is the order status, and say, oh, all right. Okay, here is the project budget. So you can see that the budget is total that much, and total payment is that, total expenses, and bill payables, and bill material costs. So from here you can completely see what you have it here, and after that you can get into the invoice, and that's basically for the project information management. Here's a task management. When you input a project task, and then you don't have to go through all the projects in detail, so you can just manage this task and see what is the manpowers and how's the project going and everything else right here. And as another important thing is, before you start your project, you go to the customer and you give your customer a quote, and that quote as starting times and expires times. Says that it's a school project, and use estimated the prices will be $950 for that, but they will be good for on certain dates. So that's where recording the quotes that you give it to the customers. And here is the critical path management. From here, you can see that the project, that's the charts, and it shows the project list and which one depends on which one, and who's going to handle that project. And here is the project material requirements reports, and so shows that what kind of material you're going to need and when you're going to need it, and when you start to order it. And here is the task report. Each project has different kind of task, and where we start a task and when the task will be end. Also, you can output to Excel file. And here is the customer. Oh, by the way, here's the project BOM purchase order requirements, such as you need to purchase material, you have to submit a purchase order. And here will be for what project, who's going to order it, from which vendor. If you have a vendor on the list, you can just slide it and find out what vendor is. If you don't have it, you have to add new vendors over there. And then date approving days, and the material descriptions, and what is the total cost of that. Okay, here is the build of material requirement reports. And here's come to the customers and vendors management. So when you start to build up a customer, and you can record your customers' information right there, and that's the quote customer. It's not a real customer, but you can always keep it on your database for the review. And here is the vendors' informations, which vendor will provide what kind of materials you want to keep the records, and then later on you can start from here. And here is your company financial management. Then project income schedule chart. It shows that on September 12th, there's that much incomes, and December 13th, there's that much incomes, and that's the building, that's your employee salaries, and who's going to have that. And basically, that's the project ROM, and here's a project expenses, labor, and project payments, problem payments, such as summer project, it's late or unpaid, or there shows up right here. And here's your documents. You can save your documents on here as attachments for later review. And here's some a reference informations, your local has another construction companies, and you can record their database and what is the business name, the phone numbers, all those things. That's always help you have a reference. Here is a listing of things, and this is the current project listing. And here is you give out a quote, but just not confirm it, coming soon project. And here is your records, complete project, and that is a schedule chart that shows you when the project was started and stop it and finish that. Okay, that's pretty much what we have here. Again, this is the open source software solution. So if it's not a 100% fit your business, you always can modify it and make it fit. Such as if you want to record your customers' informations, and your customers, you need to not put the last name and first name and last name, and company and labels and something. You want to change the names, you can just go to the design mode and type whatever you want to change it. Even you can after that you save it. Even if you don't want to have these kinds of English user interface, you can always change to your own language as your convenience. So I think that's pretty much what we have it here, and thank you very much for watching it.